So I just bought my first collection. Super excited about it. First ever collection I bought that had more than, I don't know, a few cards. I don't even know if you would consider that a collection, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to process it. I'm sure I'll learn things along the way to where it helps me become better, more efficient, and be able to process these cards quicker. I'm going to show you some things that I look out for when I'm looking at card condition to help me best price it to sell on TCG Player. Hey everybody, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Stefan. I run a small TCG Player store, and I also run an online website called chaoscard.com where we specialize in Japanese booster boxes. So in today's video, I'm just going to take you through some cards that I bought, and we're going to look at condition and then going to go ahead and list them on TCG Player. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I removed everything from this person's binder that I bought these cards from. Well, I haven't bought the cards from them yet. The plan is to take a look at them, look at the condition, and then price them out from here. So I've got this large stack that I pulled from a binder. First one is the Mewtwo promo from the 151 UPC. So we're going to go ahead and check that. So it's still in the cellophane. And the person that I bought this from actually had more than one, and I chose the best one. He basically just gave me his binder and was nice enough to say, hey, just go through them, check them out, see which ones you want, and then go ahead and purchase from there. So this one looked the best. I would think this is probably for sure near mint, and it's still in the cellophane. That's why that's awesome. And he had a bunch of these 151 full arts. That's from Paldean Fates. We got Alakazam, Blastoise, Wigglytuff, Arbok, Golem, Kangaskhan, and then we'll sort the rest of them out here just so you can see the 151. So got some cool. So here's another Snorlax promo here. Like I said, he had a few of them. I think he had 6 of them total. I just chose one of them to pull out. Got an Altaria, Giovanni's Charisma, Erica's Invitation. Got some Gyarados, Pikachu, Inonos, Bellybolt. This is actually for a buddy of mine. He needed this for his binder, so I'm going to pull that out. Solrock, Rayquaza. I thought this card was super cool. Entei, Mew, Galarian Zapdos. I believe this was from the Crown Zenith tin. I think I have a couple of those. Mew gold card from 151. Poliwhirl, Psyduck, Nidoking, and then Koraidon from the Scarlet and Violet base. Houndour. Let's actually separate the word. Caterpie, Mr. Mime, Bulbasaur. This is a cool SIR that I thought I'd pull from there and check it out. Got Pidgey from Obsidian Flames. Charmander from the Obsidian Flames ETB. And then I thought this Deoxys, I've seen this Deoxys card a few times. It looks pretty sweet. So I thought I'd pull that out and check it out. Pidgeot. I'd always have Pidgeot in the Fire Red Leaf Green. That was always my go-to when I would learn Fly. Always a fun time playing that. Venusaur, SIR, Charizard, SIR from Obsidian, and then Arceus, Visar, or Arceus, however you pronounce it. I think it's good either way. And then this Galarian Articuno, and this is from the Crown Zenith tin as well. So we're going to go ahead and go through each of these cards here. Be nice and gentle. All right. So, Mr. Mime, let's see here. Looks pretty good on the front. Pretty good on the back. Looks like there's a dent in the sleeve here. Looks pretty good on the back. So, near mint. Bulbasaur, always a classic. Back looks fairly decent. Got a little bit of whitening up here. Let's see if I can show you there. You can see it a little bit on the top right there. Hopefully that contrast of the Charizard playmat can show you that there. I'd say that's near mint for sure. Caterpie. I remember buying this Caterpie for my master set, the 151 master set. And it was like $2, and I pulled like 5 of them when I was opening packs. So you got a little bit of whitening down here on the bottom left corner. I would still say that's near mint. And please educate me if I'm not conditioning these right. I try to go off of TCG Player with the near mint conditioning guide. It says you can have up to 3 different spots on the card that's got minor, edge wear, minor scratches, scuffs. I think this looks pretty good. This Nidoking here. Such a cool card. Okay, Psyduck. Gosh, this was like, I think under $10 when I was first collecting it. Looks like you got a little bit of, you can see it in the light there. A little bit of scuffing or rubbing on the card. Still looks like you got a little bit of a ding down here in the right hand corner here. Apologize for my ugly thumbs. Maybe not as bad as Deep Pocket Monster, but pretty ugly if I do say so myself. Poliwhirl. I love the way that the light shines on this card. It kind of has these like little streaks in the card. Super sweet. Got a little bit of shininess at the top there. So the plan is with these cards to vend here in about a month. So I just wanted to stock up my inventory. 151's been a hot topic for a lot of people just because either one, they have a lot of the cards that they pulled from the Blooming Waters boxes or whatever it was a little while ago. And I think that's where most of these cards came from. A little bit of whitening down here. Let's see. So he labeled these all as near mint. So far I agree. So Snorlax promo, still in the cellophane. I grabbed, he had like I said, I think I had 6 of them. I grabbed the best looking one out of there. Still sealed. I don't plan on opening it. So that should be, I don't know if people actually put a premium or not, but I think still sealed is kind of cool to where you can kind of have it whenever. If you ever decide to open it or just having it in the cellophane, the original cellophane is pretty cool. You got this little bit of spot up here at the top. See if you can see that a little bit bottom left. I don't know if this is on. Looks like it's on the sleeve. So I'm definitely going to probably learn my lesson about conditioning cards because I'm new to this whole game. I haven't had any flack yet. I've been selling on TCG Player for 3 to 4 months. So you got a spot right here, the top left. Maybe a little bit on the right. Still looks pretty good. Alakazam. I was always disappointed that you had to trade to evolve Kadabra in the game. But this looks pretty good. Blastoise, if I remember looking at this correctly, it had a little bit of spot. Maybe it was on the other Blastoise. That looks okay at the top here. Got a little bit of whitening up here on the top right. Sorry, I'm looking out of the camera here. Top right, top left, bottom left there. It looks like a little bit, I don't know, maybe this would be close to like LP plus or LP. I might just relabel that. This one looks pretty good. No whitening on the bottom, top left. Wigglytuff. Of course it has the ones on the Blastoise and the ones that I would actually want to keep. Kangaskhan. Looks pretty good here. You got a little bit on the little spot. So you can see a little spot there, right there. You'll have to forgive me. I'm still learning how to record with my camera and still look at the cards. So I would say the majority of these are near mint. So we'll go ahead and set those aside here. You got the Mew from Paldean Fates. Shiny Mew, cool card. Looks pretty good on the back. You got this little spot down here on the right. You can see that. That's definitely near mint. Altaria EX. I don't know what set that's from. Another thing I need to learn is how to distinguish the set icons. This is definitely LP. It's got some scuffing at the top here. Not the cleanest card. I don't know if you could see that. You got little dots right up here. I don't know if I'm going to have to argue with the condition of these cards. There's that Mewtwo promo again. Still in the cellophane. All right, so I got my cards here, priced them last night, and I went through each individual card. I checked condition, as you guys saw. I put them in order by set just to make it easier to load up into TCG Player. So I got my 151 set here that I bought I guess technically today. So I'm gonna throw those cards in there. I got some Obsidian Flames. I've got some Crown Zenith. I've got some shinies from Paldean Fates. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go through and take you through my process of posting them on TCG Player. So you're looking at my site right here. So I have my inventory. So I'll go to my inventory, select my inventory. You can see here that I have some things already loaded on here. Don't have any sales for those yet, hopefully soon. I got some bulk cards on here, some, I don't know, $5 cards, whatever, just some basic stuff. So I'm going to, I typically will go by product, and then set name will be Scarlet Violet 151 here. Let's see, get down here. Scarlet Violet 151, there we go. And then obviously I don't have anything in my inventory, so I'll go ahead and search. And let's do product type, singles only. So this will make it super easy. And then I can filter by number. So I put my cards in number here. Actually, let's filter by the top first. So I do have a Mew EX. I see that on the front page here. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. I do have the metal card. Maybe I'll post that here. So just checking condition again before I post it. See, this is probably near mint. So select my Mew EX here and then come down here. So there's few options: TCG lowest pricing, TCG last sold, and then market price. I'll typically just do it based off of market price. And now that I think about it, I'm gonna change my shipping because I do want to get a little bit more money back. So if I go to my details, shipping, you can see the United States. I can edit my shipping here. So small, medium, large gives you an explanation of what's going out in terms of package size. So I have my small here. I'm gonna set that to $5 just for today. Or actually, let's do $3. Go ahead and save that. And then go back to my inventory. I'll filter by those again. So Pokemon, set, Scarlet Violet, 151. Go down to product type, singles only. And then I'll filter by number, make it super easy. So come down here to the Mew EX, click on that. I'm just going to do the market price, and it's going to be near mint. And it gives you all options for lightly played, moderate played, heavily played, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that one on there for near mint. Let's double check that. Yeah, looks good. Go ahead and save that. So that loads that into my queue. Put that card back. And then, so let's see, we got an Erica's Invitation. Pull that here. It's got the Erica's Invitation here. Check card condition, looks pretty good. I'll say near mint on that one. TCG market price. I remember this was a little bit more than what it is now. Do quantity of 1. Hit save. Okay. Back. I actually don't have them in order. Now that I think of it, it's kind of funny. I thought I put them in order. No, you know what? I do have them in order. It's just not the exact order. So I've got the Zapdos here. Unfortunately, it's lightly played. Just got some spots at the top and around the edges. I don't want to give them high expectations if someone were to purchase from me on TCG Player. I don't want to say near mint and then end up it being near mint. You know what I mean? So match that TCG market price. So I'll do this for all the cards in my binder that I got here. So nothing too crazy. If you've sold on TCG Player before, it's pretty straightforward. Once you have kind of the gist of it, you can kind of throw things in there pretty easily. But I have probably, I don't know, a few $100s here that I'm going to throw in there tonight. And then we'll continue with that process until all the cards are listed. And then we'll go from there. So I do have some master sets. I'm kind of torn because the 151 is up so high that I kind of want to take some gains from that, but I really love this set. So it's kind of challenging to think about selling the set. But I think it's best, and for those of you that don't know, I think I mentioned it before, I run a TCG Player online store and a website that specializes in booster boxes. So I mainly want to focus in Japanese booster boxes. So singles cards is kind of helping me fund my business. And so I'm not really attached to a lot of cards. I'm a big Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres fan. So I'll usually hang on to those as long as I can. If I need to sell them, I can. There's always more out there, you know what I mean? So, but most of those things are taken care of. I'll get those set up tonight, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something. I learn something every single day. I'm trying to create enough content to really get people familiar with TCG Player. If you're not already familiar with TCG Player, and just basically selling cards in general. This was actually my first collection that I bought that seemed to go pretty well. I bought it 80%, and then I'll sell on TCG Player for market price. So I'll make, with shipping and everything and fees that you get on TCG Player, I'll usually make 5-6% per card. So the goal is to kind of just build up that way. But anyway, thanks for joining me. We'll talk to you later.